Hi everybody. Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that's this lure here. I tell you, I just can't get over the effectiveness of a good lure like this one, a 5-inch Senko. Now, you've heard me talk about the 297 green pumpkin. You've heard me talk about the 021 black and blue flake. This is a 28. I think this is 028. It's a watermelon red flake. Anyway, it's a dark color. Okay, a little primer on this. I'm going to bank fish today. I don't have a boat. I'm just going to walk around this bank. It's a pretty new pond, and there's a lot of 2 and 3 and 4 pound bass. And it's the springtime. We're in the Ozark Mountains right now, and I'm going to put this Senko on. Okay, now to properly rig a Senko, this is a 4/0 EWG hook, okay? And to properly rig it, I'm gonna come through the head of the worm about 3/8 of an inch to a 1/2 inch, okay? And then pull it out, and then get that shoulder on there good. Get that shoulder all buried, okay? Now I'm using a different kind of weight today. I'm using a slip, well, it's a slip weight of course, but it's a spring. It's a spring lock, okay, it screws right in. And that's a 3/16 of an ounce weight, okay. 20 pound test line, favorite rod, favorite reel. Okay, now, I'm down at this lower end of the lake. If you notice, this is the dam area right here. So this is all kind of deep water. I'm not gonna make it too far cast, I'm just gonna kind of get out there just a little ways. And now, one thing that I always do is I always hold a high rod. It's so important to have a high rod, okay? Just a high rod. Okay, a little bit farther cast. I'm gonna ease it out there. A little bit farther out. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm counting down. I don't have a dip on it. I'm not in a boat. I don't know how deep it is. It sunk about 5 seconds. Well, I don't know how deep it is. I'm not sure if that 5 seconds is 5 feet or 10 feet. But what difference does it make? If I catch one in 5 seconds, then the next time I'm looking for maybe for the 5 second mark. That's how deep the water I want to have. So by counting down, I can effectively fish whatever depth I want, because I can make long casts. Oh. I got a strike. I'm going to reel down on, set the hook. Oh, no, that's pretty small. Oh, look at that. Look at the big fish. Look at the big fish. Look, the big fish. The big fish is hitting that small one. The big fish is hitting the small one. Oh my heavens. Look at that. The big fish was hitting the little one. That was unbelievable. Did you see all that activity? A big fish, about 4 or 5 pounds, came in on that little bitty bass and was trying to eat it. Or maybe just trying to get the worm. Okay, this is that 208. This is the 208 size. And this is seconds I get from Gary Yamamoto at Yamamoto Bait Company. Okay, I'll see if I can catch one of those fish. That was a bigger fish. That was a much bigger fish. See what happens. One's got it. I'm gonna set the hook. I missed him. Okay. That was a nice bass out there, so I'm gonna throw out there. See what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, boys. Always keep a high rod. High rods are so important. You can feel the bottom so much better with a high rod. Now, as soon as I get the strike, I'm not ready to set the hook. I'm gonna have to reel down and set the hook just as soon as I get a strike. I'm just kind of checking this out. I mean, oh, there's something hit. I hit another strike. He's got it. He's got it. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Okay. He's not real big. But I showed you how to set the hook properly. That's the main thing. Okay, be careful of them. You know, I always set the hook quickly. Now, you know, these fish are going to eat that thing. I mean, they're going to swallow it. So I'm not going to let them hurt themselves. I'm just going to set the hook kind of fast. Okay. Okay. Go right out there. There's a fish. He's got it. I'm going to reel down. Set the hook. Set the hook. Oh, I got him. I got him. Look at that guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, I got a good one. I got a good one. I got a good one. Oh, yes, sir. Nice big bass. Nice big bass. I love it, son. I love it. Look at this guy. Huh? Now we're talking. That might have been that fish that was chasing that other little one. But anyway, he ate the Senko pretty well. Yes, he did. Did you see what happened when I set the hook and I didn't wait long, maybe 3 or 4 seconds. I don't want him to swallow this hook. So that's a beautiful bass, by the way. It's just gorgeous, 4 or 5 pounds. And I'll let it go right here in the water and see what happens. Okay, there he goes. Right out there to be caught again another day. I'm going to start working down the bank in just a second, but right now there's a couple fish out there. So I'm going to keep throwing out there, see what I can get. Okay, let me throw this little shade line right here. Seemed to have had some fish in it. And that's, sometimes they'll get in the shade, little shade pockets. So that seems like part of the deal. When you're on the bank, you don't have a whole lot of things to throw to sometime. In this little bit of shade spot, there, he's got it right there. Oh. Well, folks, I'm just catching mainly small fish right here, but let's go down the bank a little ways, and I'll show you something what's going on. There's like a little overflow right here, where there's some bushes out in front of it. Looks like a really good spot. I'm gonna put my camera down. That thing right there that you're looking at, what that is, that's the overflow to the dam. Okay, I got the 5-inch Senko. Go right to that little point of brush right there. See what happens. Huh. He's got it, he's got it, he's got it, he's got it. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, son. Nice big one, right in that brush. This guy, I'm telling you what, folks, nice big old bass. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Can't hardly see the bass in the water. But anyway, nice bass. Okay, yeah, well, there we go, son. 3 or 4 pounds. Okay. The old Senko trick. I tell you, this Senko, you can't hardly beat it. He hit just right on the outside of that brush. Pretty decent fish too. I'm gonna let him go. Okay, let's check my worm. I'm using 20-pound test monofilament, and this is that number 208 worm. It's a green pumpkin with red flake. A watermelon with red flake. Screw that little weight in the front. You know, when you don't know a lake and you don't know where to fish on a lake, and this lake's about 20 or 30 acres, sometimes sometimes the dam is the best place to start. It can be really a good spot. There's a strike. There's a strike. Oh, yeah. Oh, missed one. Missed him. I had him on. They hit this worm a lot better. There's a fish. Reel down, set the hook. Yeah, I got him. I got him. Look at this. There you go, back. Woo, son. That's a big old fish there. Yes, sir. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Ooh, yes, sir. Now we're talking. Good big bass. Yep, you know, he hit it just soft and easy. Big old 3 or 4, 5 pounder. Ooh, he's right on the top of this thing. Good big bass. Woo! That's the kind of fish that hit a Senko. You know, the thing about a Senko, it's just that you catch a lot of different sized fish. This is a big one here. I'm gonna drop him back in the water. But you know, you see me catch a bunch of little ones. Well, I don't know. You know, I could try a bigger Senko, I could try a smaller Senko, but in general, I find that from Connecticut to California, I catch about as many on this 5-inch size. Now, I'm using the 208, that's the watermelon with the red flake, but the 297 is a green pumpkin, the color that I just really like. The other good color is the 021. It's a black with a blue flake. It's really, really good. Now, I'm using a 20-pound monofilament right now. Sometimes I'll use a fluorocarbon and sometimes I'll use a braid. But really, I've done so much fishing, worm fishing with the 20-pound test monofilament that I'm just kind of used to it. Okay, let's try that again. Right out here and see what happens. Yes, sir, son. Cast after cast after cast. I'm telling you what, they're little, but every once in a while you get a big one. You never know. So this is kind of the rule of thumb here. Here I am at a strange lake. I don't really know where to fish, and I've keyed on the dam. I'm right at the dam, at the deepest part of the dam, and I'm also at the overflow. And there's a whole school of fish here. There's a short cast right in front of that. You got it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Big guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Now we're talking. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this guy. Woo, son. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Yes, sir. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Big old 4 or 5 pounders right at the overflow. And guess what? When I was reeling him in, another big one, probably about the same size, was chasing him right there by the, just right by it. So, what I'm going to do is see if I can't get his brother. There's a whole school here, right out there. Look at that. There's another big bass. Look, look. And look at this other bass. Look at the other bass. Look at the other bass. Look at the other bass. The other bass is grabbing it. The other bass is grabbing it. The other bass is right there too. Now, what I can do? They're just right here. You don't have to do much of a cast because they're just right here by the. They're right there. whole school. It's not every day that you find a school of fish like this. That's kind of cool, because I didn't know that they were out here. And all of a sudden, I've caught 2 or 3 real nice big 4 and 5 pound bass. Well, you know what I've shown you today? I've shown you that the dam can be a really good place to start on any strange new lake. Also, the overflow area, like right here at this pipe, there's a whole school. I don't know how many little ones I caught, but a couple big ones as well. So, you know, oh, there's one. There's another one. There's another good one. Yes, sir. Pretty good. Anyway, folks, the deal is really, really nice. A nice fish. This is just a small one. But I showed you a few things about Senko fishing. So again, just to recap it, don't wait more than 3 seconds when you feel the strike. You don't want that fish to swallow the bait. Number 2, when you have a bad end on this end, hey, turn it around. You can just turn it around, cut it just a little teeny bit off, hook it tail first. That's another way of catching fish. And you saw me catch one of those big 4 and 5 pounders hooking it tail first. So that's a good way. I like to screw in weights because it's kind of convenient. You can use a bobber stop and a slip weight as well. I'm using a 4/0 EWG hook, 20-pound test monofilament line. This is that 7-foot medium heavy action Pro Series rod I helped design. It's my favorite, and it's not a really expensive rod. $150 rod is what it is, and a favorite reel. Well, anyway, folks, I hope I showed you a few things about how to catch them with a Senko on a strange lake. Hey, so we'll see you again soon. Hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you tuning in, and hit that likes button. See you again soon.